10. And there was like graphics on there from best since 1978. It was great. Meanwhile, Danny's top 10. Did the Bills do enough to dethrone the Eagles? All we did is talk about the Eagles' bad defense. Meanwhile, they gave up 40-some-odd points, so I hope they're not at the top.
What do you mean?
What?
We haven't talked about the Eagles' bad defense. We talked about it for 4 minutes on Friday.
Privately. We're hanging out.
We're hanging out. Wild's house.
But right now, we're dealing with the fallout from Caleb and Ben Johnson's debut. Danny?
Yeah.
You were born and raised in Chicago.
Yeah.
You went to Syracuse. You go back to your hometown to anchor Chicago radio for 7 years. You had high hopes for Ben Johnson and this Caleb combination. Take a listen to your head coach after the loss, and then we'll hear your reaction.
Disappointing way to start the season there for us. We just have a 17-6 lead and then see it go the way it did there in the fourth quarter. We said going into week one that the team that would make the least number of mistakes would win the game, and unfortunately we were on the wrong side of that.
Danny, the question is, should fans be concerned, but also, are you concerned?
Yeah, I'm very concerned.
Wow.
Thank you for asking. But I was concerned before. You have to understand, Bears fans come by our cynicism for quarterback play and general offensive production. We come by it very honestly. Like, I fall easily. I fell for Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, yeah.
I fell for Jay Cutler.
You're putting Caleb with Mitch Trubisky and Jay Cutler?
What I'm saying
What is happening?
Here's what
wow.
No.
That's beyond Nick saying, I want to see other people.
I'm not saying that he is that. I'm saying that I have been down this road before with coaches, with quarterbacks. I once saw Mark Trestman kick a field goal on second down. Inexplicable. So it made Ben Johnson's decision to kick deep last night. I was fine with it. I've seen way worse. My point is, I'm prepared for any outcome to this story with Caleb Williams. And I think
that's just because of last night.
It's because of Bears fans' cynicism that has been
baked
into
going
me for
into this season, you were like, I'm prepared for any outcome.
I will project confidence, and inside I'm a wreck. I'm an emotional.
Because you got them winning the division.
No, in the playoffs
right.
as the
But you also said that we know he's good.
We do.
He could be great. So you haven't moved off that.
I haven't moved off that. Listen, here's the thing. You watched that player last night. You can't tell me that he's not talented, that he's not good.
Talented. Talented and good. And I'm not trying to say he's garbage, because he wasn't terrible last night.
He was not at all.
He had moments for sure. I'm just saying we don't know yet if he's a good NFL quarterback. We know he's talented for sure.
And I think that those things are close enough for me that it's going to take me a long time to abandon as much talent as he has. Because the guy who can make that throw to Rome Odunze on the sideline, where he can escape the pocket and roll right and throw the ball at 150 miles an hour on a dime, that is a high-level throw that invokes Mahomes and prime Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen. That's a 10 out of 10 degree of difficulty completion. So I'm not going to quit on that guy easily. But the guy who misses the layup to DJ Moore over the middle on 4th and 3.
Layups.
Well, no, for sure. I'm just saying he was 10 for 10. Then Ben Johnson's like, oh my God, my offense is rolling. I'm going to have a pretty aggressive field goal go for it situation, and he goes for it because he trusts his offense, and it's the first pressure throw of the game, and he misses it by 5 yards.
Yeah, missed that one by more.
And he misses that one by more. It's like, well, what do I do with that? How can the same player make both both things? How do you complete the pass to Rome but miss the one to DJ? And it's hard to reconcile. So that's where I'm at on it. I am, of course, concerned. I'm spiraling a little bit. Yeah. Borderline terrified. But it's alarming. It's alarming because he did the same thing last year.
Well, you don't sound like, and I get where you're coming from. You don't sound, though, like you're convinced he's good. Because you say, I'm open to any scenario. He becomes a Hall of Famer, or he's a bust. It's hard to say bust, but he's just a basic starter in the NFL.
Sure.
Like you're open to that.
Well, here's the one
that's not good.
Well, here's the comp that I'll make for you that I think for this particular group of individuals it'll land for you.
Okay.
What if he's Trevor Lawrence?
Like now we're crossing streams.
But that's what it is. Trevor Lawrence is not a bust. He's going to make a couple $100 million.
Nick will like this. I do, and maybe it'll be this way with Caleb, I don't know, 2 years from now. I do kind of feel the verdict is still out on, or jury's still out on Trevor. Like
yeah,
maybe, I mean,
because Trevor yes, because Trevor, again, you guys make fun of me. The fact that year one was awful, we threw it on the coach. Right. Year two, we got what we thought was a real coach and a Super Bowl winner in Peterson, and they make the playoffs. They win a playoff game. He gets, late ballot MVP votes, and the next year started really well. You have enough that it's like, oh, okay, there we saw it. There is the guy. So yeah, but I think that if
Trevor Lawrence is not a bust.
But I'm with you. He's not a bust. I don't think he's great. Now,
correct, but a huge disappointment.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
So you are now open to
fair.
huge disappointment for Caleb?
But so, again,
I think Trevor
Lawrence would be the best quarterback in the history of the Bears, by far. Just to be very clear.
Trevor Sid Luckman's family's very
so that's for Bears fans specifically, this is confusing. So I get why you're a little confused, Brew, by what I'm saying. Like, the bar to clear for Bears fans is like Eric Kramer and Jay Cutler.
With respect, sorry, who cares about Bears fans? We care about you Bears fans. But my point is, is the bar of competing, having a quarterback that consistently competes for the NFC North, it felt to me like, and by the way, I was right there with you, that was locked in, and my faith was shaken a little bit last night. Is your faith shaken in that?
My faith last night, dude, I'm telling you, last night was a continuation of last year. That's
a Ben Johnson conversation then.
Well, it's day one with the new coach. Caleb Williams, I could edit together highlights from last year where you're like, wow, that's a Lamar Jackson play, that's a Patrick Mahomes play, that's a Josh Allen play. And then they also had moments where it was like, ooh, that's a Will Levis throw. Like, you know what I mean? He was a wide variance player last year. And he was a wide variance player yesterday.
I think, Danny, he looks like a great athlete playing quarterback versus a quarterback who is a great athlete. Like
so far, that's
and his
fair.
comments talking about, well, we got out of the huddle, just basic stuff that we don't hear any other quarterback talk about, shows that he's like, let me throw this comp out. You guys know I've been doing the cross-sport comps.
Yeah, we love it.
And I'm not saying he'll get, because this is obviously a great.
Miguel Cabrera.
No. This is a great basketball player who will make the Hall of Fame as soon as he retires. Russell Westbrook.
Oh,
like incredible ability, athleticism, obviously some wild things. Now, I think you'd be happy if he becomes the Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, has 1 year where he wins league MVP.
Right. And
but it
may not win you a championship,
and
but
no title.
Yeah, no kind of maybe like Josh Allen was when he was making a lot of the turnovers, things like that. But Russ's problems always, time and score, just the basic things, or being a point guard. Maybe that's I see a little bit of that right now, at least with Caleb.
In what a turn of events.
After one game? Well, I have a crazier turn of events.
Well, you had him going to the Super Bowl last year. Yeah. He was on Mahomes Mountain when he was in a Trojan uniform. Great uniform, by the way. And this year, you had him high, but you're starting to sell some of your Caleb stock. And I was never a huge believer in Ben Johnson. Don't get me wrong, he did.
No, you were a huge, that is incorrect.
That's actually right.
You were a huge believer in Ben
Johnson.
And then he had one offhanded comment.
A little bit of hubris in Ben Johnson.
Which, by the way, our entire show would be different today if they hadn't completed that first and goal from the inch line. If they had, that was the most important pass of Caleb's career for our show.
It's a great play call.
And I didn't read the Substack, which has colored your opinion in a different depth than it has for me. I give more credit to Brian Flores' defense for some of the confusion.
Sure.
And some of those passes.
But he carved it last year. Caleb against that defense had his best game.
Well, Brian Flores had new wrinkles to his defense. I just think he's one of the best DCs in the league. And if Peyton Manning says, ooh, that got me, I think it's okay for Caleb. Also, for week 1, some of these guys were like, JJ McCarthy, that's why you got rid of Sam Darnold. Also, Sam Darnold didn't look good. Right decision. Joe Burrow, that was just a fluke game. Tua and Mike McDaniel, that doesn't work anymore, even though we saw him lead the league in yards. That combo with Tyreek.
You love that lead.
And Jalen Waddle. But I'm saying we've seen Jalen Waddle, Tyreek, Tua, and Mike McDaniel work.
Yes.
And it's like, well, now it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Why? Doesn't one game. I'm more in the one game category. Let's figure it out. But Bears fans, and this is part of the problem, I think. The pressure of doesn't work. Bajent was trending on Twitter last night.
Okay, well,
you guys are out of your mind.
We don't have enough time to unpack what's going on with the backup quarterback in Chicago. I'm with you, and I hope it's just one game. To me, though, the guy who watched every pass of him multiple times last year, that was like the 18th game. He had 17 games last year.
You didn't see a big jump.
It was the same guy.
All right. Before we move on, something has to be done here. And I thought, hand to God, did not know what Danny's take was going to be. And I thought I was going to continue my lifelong tradition of being a great friend.
Yeah. You are a great friend.
Because I have had deep guilt over the fact that the audience may remember, they may not. The first time Danny was ever on this show, back way before we ever thought Fox might hire him, was the day that I said Caleb to the Super Bowl. And his friends and folks were like, your guy brings you on a show, you're the Chicago guy, and goes over the top and be like, land grabs Caleb Williams.
That's true.
So I planned today to make it right. And now it seems like you might not even want it. Sorry, I got it. Danny Parkins, officially the FTF Caleb guy. Danny, Danny, the ground is yours, my friend. I am off the hook.
Wow.
Danny is here. He is from Chicago. He is officially the first things first Caleb guy. No, you have Drake May.
I want it.
Danny,
That's
you're officially the first things first Caleb guy.
You are.
I want it. I'm just telling you. I've been left at the altar so many times before.
Listen,
you guys do a lot of great relationship analogies.
Danny, I can press a button right now and drop it and cancel it, or do you want it?
I want it.
He's the Caleb guy.
I want it.
I'm still Trevor. Yeah, I don't want to, but if Caleb comes out next week and has 7 pre-snap penalties, send it to him.
That's on me.
Not me.
Nick is off. Nick, don't lose this.
Nick is done.
Nick is off, Caleb.
He's going to play great against the Lions.
Yes, he is.
On the Vikings side, JJ came alive in the second half. 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Here's the Vikings coach after the game.
There's no way to deny we don't win this game unless JJ plays the way he did in the second half, and most importantly, kept the belief of his football team behind him. And now we know it's possible. So, you hope to not be in these circumstances very often, but this team's made of the right stuff.
Okay. Danny, your reaction to JJ McCarthy's debut?
Well, I saw JJ McCarthy improve over 4 quarters more than I've seen any Bears quarterback improve over 40 years.
Drop that. No, he is so off the Caleb Williams.
No, come on.
There's no Caleb guy on the show.
I am the Caleb guy on the show. Yeah. But what JJ McCarthy did last night was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. He hadn't played a football game in 609 days since the national championship. His $100 million left tackle is out. His number 2 receiver is suspended.